You're watching CarTell.tv and I'm Jenny. Today I'm checking out the 2025 Honda Civic, which is now available in hybrid only.
You get a choice between two pretty feature-packed trims, HEV L and HEV LX. It's grown up, efficient, a bit premium and priced like it knows it.
But the question is whether it actually is worth that swaggy price tag.
From a distance, it's classy and low slung. Up close, the facelift is tidy rather than dramatic.
There's a new front, which is clean and wide, but nothing special in my eyes.
The bonnet is lower, nice slim LED lights and a broad mesh grille. There's colour-matched lamp surrounds and trendy 18-inch wheels.
Back has a somewhat familiar feel, like a little bit like current WRX, maybe a bit like Impreza. But this massive back window for a car that's supposed to be quite practical, I'm thinking that your groceries are going to get pretty hot.
That's not an insult, more of a vibe check. Under the bonnet, a 2-litre Atkinson petrol works with 2 electric motors and an eCVT. Total outputs are 135 kilowatts of power and 315 newton meters of torque.
Here's a simple version of how it works.
Around town, the big electric motor does most of the driving. The petrol engine often runs as a generator to feed the battery, so you get that smooth EV-like shove from a stop. At highway speeds, a clutch can link the engine directly to the 4 wheels for better efficiency.
So you get that EV feel in traffic and the engine efficiency on freeways.
Official fuel consumption is listed at 4.2 litres per 100 k's combined and 96 grams per kilometre of CO2. 0 to 100 is about 8 seconds.
It's quick enough for everyday life, but it's not a hot hatch. That's what the Civic Type R is for.
The good news is the chassis is very Honda.
MacPherson struts in the front and multi-link in the rear.
And a quick steering rack that feels natural. The Michelin tyres give real bite on turn-in.
It loves a roundabout and it feels lighter than the numbers suggest.
Ride quality is controlled and calm, though sharper hits do come through the 18s. Noise levels are low at a cruise. When you floor it, the eCVT lets the engine flare a little.
It's not strained and there's an uncommonly pleasant hybrid whir.
The paddle decelerators let you dial up regen, so you can creep smoothly through traffic or go almost one pedal if that's your thing.
The inside is minimal in a good way.
Honeycomb vents stretch all the way across, real knobs, nothing makes you dig 3 menus deep to change the fan, thank gosh.
And it's got that modern vintage 70s throwback to a lot of like the lines and the shape, which is we're seeing quite a lot of at the moment.
The 10.2-inch digital cluster is crisp. The 9-inch center screen is responsive and now runs Google built-in with Maps and Assistant, plus wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
The 9-inch infotainment screen seems a little small for current trends, although everything is laid out well for the driver's convenience. So not only knobs, which are always good, but intuitively designed. Everything is just really clear. You can control front and rear. I really like it.
The software's good, but your eyes want a bit more real estate.
I mean, you could move these buttons down the side to the bottom and just, take up a little bit more space.
Both trims get a 12-speaker Bose system with a sub, heated front seats, and a heated steering wheel. This LX adds a panoramic sunroof, wireless phone charging, power driver seat with lumbar, power passenger seat, and an auto dim mirror. Back seat space is generous for a small hatch. Rear legroom is about 950 millimeters, and we fit a reverse-facing baby seat with ease.
It's pretty comfortable back here. I like the padding on the back seats. You do have air vents, USB-C points, there's 2 of them. You've got map pockets on both sides. It's also not too dark in this car, which, it's sort of a low back roof. So the windows really help lighten it up a little bit. You have a small cup holder and a bottle holder in the armrest, and also bottle holders in the door frame.
Boot space is 409 litres with a nice square opening. It's surprisingly big and very easy to access when compared with a sedan. You get a 60/40 split fold for flat pack missions.
There's no spare, just a repair kit, which, it's not always the best. But the boot space is huge for a car of this size. I was talking earlier about how much heat will come through the back window. So it does have this built-in blind, and this retractable, which will help a bit with that, but you know, Australian summer.
When it comes to safety, Honda Sensing brings the full buffet. AEB with pedestrian and cyclist detection, forward collision warning, lane keep assist, road departure mitigation, adaptive cruise with low speed follow, traffic jam assist, traffic sign recognition, high beam support, blind spot information, rear cross traffic alert, front and rear parking sensors, and a multi-angle reversing camera.
And all that safety tech actually works really effectively without the car pestering you every 2 seconds. This is something I do really like.
Warranty is 5 years with unlimited kilometres and premium roadside assist. Servicing is every 12 months or 10,000 kilometres, and the first 5 services are capped at $199 each.
That is actually very reasonable for cap price servicing.
Pricing for the HEV L is $49,900 drive away. This top HEV LX is $55,900 drive away.
So that is premium small car money.
You're paying for the engineering polish and hybrid smoothness, more than big screens or tricked out ambient lighting, I guess.
So things I really like:
steering feel, front-end grip, the calm and instant hybrid shove in traffic, and fuel economy that works even when life is messy. The cabin feels quality rather than cosplay, and the tech is mature.
Now the things I would tweak.
Give me a bigger center screen at this price, a space-saver tyre, longer service intervals, and a bit more visual spice outside.
Bottom line, this is a small car that feels properly thought through.
And will still feel tight at big kilometres. The Civic e-HEV is a very classy daily.
Now, it's not cheap, but nothing about it feels cheap either, and that's a good thing. And the advanced drivetrain actually makes it a very desirable hybrid. But nothing grabs me. Like, that is a good thing, and also maybe a little vanilla. Thanks again for watching CarTell.tv. What do you think of the latest Civic? Does anything about it grab you? Maybe the Honda purists? Leave your comments below and we'll see you in the next review. Peace.